A lot of us have questions about the president's plan to help homeowners facing foreclosure. So early show financial advisor Ray Martin has come along with some answers. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, Harry.
Listen to the president yesterday. There are really kind of two tiers of people they're seeking help here. Explain who might get bailed out.
Okay. There are two parts of the program, loan modification and loan refinancing. On loan modification, this is aimed at folks that are in dire straits. Their monthly mortgage payment far exceeds 31% of their pre-tax monthly income. Might be 50, 60, 70% of their income. It's not sustainable to keep paying that. This provides government subsidies and incentives to financial institutions to chop down their interest rate, possibly lower their principal, even stretch out the mortgage to bring the monthly payment down to 31% of their pre-tax income.
And the other group that is about to be helped are all these folks who are going underwater.
Now, this is folks now who said they're current on their payment. Their monthly payment is 31% or less of their pre-tax income. They'd like to refinance to take advantage of a 5% interest rate right now, but they can't because the value of their home is at or slightly below what their mortgage is. So the mortgage might be 105% of the value of the home and shrinking. Right. They'd like to refinance, but for that obstacle, now those with underwater loans, slightly underwater or significant size loans relative to the value of the home can refinance and get that obstacle out of the way.
I want to ask this question. We have a couple of questions of viewers, and we want to get to those in a second. But first, when will people be able to get a piece of paper and fill something out and be able to make this work for them?
Okay. According to the fact sheet released by the White House yesterday, the details of this program are going to be announced on March 4th next month there, and they're going to be able to call their lender and say, am I eligible for loan refinance or loan modification? In the meantime, get all their financial documents in order and get ready to call the lender.
Get your ducks in a row. All right, let's. We have a couple of questions from folks in our viewing area, and we want to hear first from Scott in Fort Myers. See if you can answer this.
Okay.
Hi, my name's Scott Bratcher. I have a wife and a 9-year-old daughter. Currently work 3 jobs to make ends meet, and I still come up short. And my house is worth 1/3 of what it was when I bought it. How will the president's plan help me?
Wow.
Okay. Scott's problem, let's take this house worth $70,000. That's a challenge. And the fact that he's working 3 jobs to make ends meet. But according to the president's plan here, his monthly payment, about $1,800 a month, is 32% of his pre-tax income. So he's got an affordable mortgage payment. But his first mortgage is at 6.5%. If he'd like to refinance that first mortgage, he could do so as long as it doesn't exceed 105% of its home's value. And he could take advantage of maybe a 5% interest rate if that's the going rate at the time.
Right.
That could save him $150 to $200 a month under the loan refinance program here.
Right.
It's questionable if the house is worth $70,000 or maybe more. Maybe that might be the low point of one that sold at a bank-owned foreclosure.
From the background, it sounds like he went in at the peak and everything has just kind of collapsed around him.
Right.
Yeah, all right. We have another viewer who has a question, Denise from Queens.
Hi, Ray. My name is Denise Parker. I'm a single parent and 3 kids. I'm doing 2 full-time jobs. In 2005, I bought a home for $560,000. And the interest rate was 7%. Now it's over 10%. Can I save my home?
How? 10%?
Okay, now that's a high interest rate. Now Denise's monthly mortgage payment is about 50% of her pre-tax income. Pre-tax at 50%, that's unsustainable for her in the short term and long run here. So under the loan modification program, if she qualifies, she could work with her lender. They'd get government subsidies to bring her interest rate down to maybe 5, maybe even the low 4% range, maybe reduce some principal, maybe stretch out the term and get her monthly payment down to 31% of her pre-tax income, which could save her about $1,200 a month under the government subsidized loan modification program because her monthly payment is so much of her pre-tax income and their interest rate is so high.
Here's the most important thing. As people are waiting for this government data to come out in another couple of weeks, what are the most important 2 or 3 things they have to do so that when it does come time, they can take advantage of it?
Get your financial documents prepared. Get your tax return completed, your 2008 tax return. Get your pay stubs ready, copies of those, bank statements, details about credit card loans, car loans, student loans that you have, and the monthly payments for all that, and be prepared to fill out a financial application package and be ready to call your lender on March 4th or right after and be persistent about that to be ready to see if you qualify for loan modification or refinancing.
Ray Martin, as always, thanks so much.